What's going on, guys? Welcome to another habits video. Today I'm going to be going over some habits from Eddie Van Halen. Let's jump right into it. Today I'm going to be playing through the patch that I created for the Helix, HX Stomp, Pod Go, and HX Effects. So if you have one of these units, feel free to pick it up. The link is down below. All right, now the first habit is the pinch harmonic. And you might have heard a lot of different guitar players play this, but this is what it sounds like. So basically what a pinch harmonic is you're actually tightening up on your guitar pick and actually revealing a little bit of your thumb so that after you strike the string, it immediately turns into a harmonic using the flesh of your thumb. So if I were to create a harmonic with my left hand, it would sound like this. So really what I'm doing is I'm just hovering my finger over the string using the fleshy part of my hand and generating that harmonic. But you're actually going to do that with your picking hand. So you can actually play specific notes wherever you want on the fretboard, and as long as you are making contact after the pick with your thumb, you can create that harmonic up here. So now that you know the basis of a pinch harmonic, now we can move on to the other habits. Habit number 2, the horse squeal, or neigh, if you will. So what you're doing is you're bending your 2nd fret G string, and you can use your middle finger there and follow it up by your 1st finger behind it to really get into it. That's without the pinch harmonic. This is with. So now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have your whammy bar, of course, to play this. So it sounds like this. So what you're doing is you're giving it vibrato as you're going down overall. So there's 2 motions. You're going down slowly, and you're also adding vibrato to it. Like that. So habit number 3, we're going to start it off with the G string squeal is what I'm calling it. And basically, this is what it sounds like. So basically, he kind of revs it up, you know, get the string going, and then he places his finger over the fret, creating the harmonic, and then you add the whammy bar within it. So it's like this. So you can add your pitch and adjust that accordingly. You can even add the squeal to it, or the horse sound if you want to. You could do that there as well. So the most crucial part of this is where you place your finger. So I'm hovering right over that 5th fret on the G string. And what you can even do is you can even incorporate your B string on that same fret as well if you want to pluck both of those. G string, both. Number 4 is how to make your guitar sound like an elephant. This is actually a video that was floating around on YouTube. I'll link it down below, but it's just Eddie messing around on his guitar, creating different animal noises. He did the horse noise earlier that we just went over, and he also did the elephant. Here's what that sounds like. I'm going to do that one more time. How I'm doing that is I'm actually creating harmonics on the 5th fret, the 7th fret, and the 12th fret. So basically, I'm going to play the harmonics with the volume on first. He does like a volume swell into it. So the harmonics are this. Okay. So that's going to be G string, B string, and high E string. But this is with your volume knob off. So I'm going to play that. And then you're actually going to do a pre-bend with your whammy bar starting below and letting the tension come back with it. So all simultaneously while turning on your volume knob. So like that. Now the last habit I'm going to go over today is the violin sounding slapback clean stuff that he does. You can hear it when he plays Eruption live, when he does like the 10-minute long versions. And here's what that sounds like. So let me start with the guitar technique, and then we'll move on to what effects I'm using. So let me turn those delays off. And basically what you're doing is you're just making a major triad with your chords. And you're all pretty much on the A string. So basically what you're doing is you're creating these root 5 triads. And a lot of times he'll jump like a whole step going up the neck. So you're outlining those chords there. So it's going to be. So you're not going to be picking anything. You're actually generating the note with your left hand. You're just kind of hammering on there. Now you want to incorporate your volume knob. And then the last part, which makes it sound really cool, is your slapback delay. So I'm using a dotted eighth delay, and my BPM is about 109. I have the feedback on 60 and the mix up to 50%. You want a lot of it. So that last part is you're just descending. So without the delays, it sounds like this. So you're really letting the delays carry that. Like that. Obviously, there are a lot more habits that Eddie Van Halen has that we can all learn from, and I'm actually going to throw in a bonus habit, and that sounds like this. You might recognize Eddie doing that a lot in his live Eruption solos. Basically what he's doing there is he's creating the picking with his left hand and doing like pull-offs here, and he's using his right hand, and almost like kind of familiar to what you use to palm mute. You actually are creating the harmonics with the palm of your hand. And so you're not like fully pressing on the guitar, you're just hovering over the string just to create that harmonic. So you're creating the gas with your left hand and almost like fretting with your right hand, creating that harmonic note. Sounds like this. So how I'm doing that is I'm doing 4-2 open, 4-2 open, 4-2 open. And you can really do it on pretty much any string. I prefer to do it on the G string. You could also do it with one finger, like this. Well, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to click on this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.